So friends, we can move to next unit 18, linear programming of ABM. This chapter is very simple if you understand the concept, but it is very complex for those who don't understand the concept. So kindly watch carefully. And the questions from this chapter was asked in the last exam also. So we can start linear programming. Linear programming is a method to achieve best outcome in a mathematical model whose constraints are represented by linear relationships. So, linear programming consists of several constraints or inequalities, and this gives linear relationship, and we have to find the best outcome from this linear relationship. So, we have two approaches for linear programming or LP. One is graphical approach and the second one is simplex method. So graphical approach is explained just for the knowledge of concept, but we use simplex method, and the questions in exam is asked mainly from simplex method. So we can start with graphical approach. Now we can go through an example to know how about graphical approach. Let us consider a firm making radios and television set. Cost of radio is 500 rupees as wages and 500 rupees as material. So total cost price is 1000 rupees. Cost of TV is 2500 rupees as wages and 1500 as materials. So the total cost is 4000 rupees. Selling price of radio is 2000 rupees and selling price of TV is 1000 rupees. And radio firm has 10 hours machine time and 4 hours assembly time per day. Let X be the unit of radios and Y be the units of TV produced in a single period or one period. And radio has 3 hours machine time and 1 hour assembly time per day, whereas TV has 1 hour machine time and 1 hour assembly time per day. So these are the constraints in the problem. So we can move to finding constraints from this problem. Machine time constraint is 3x plus y less than or equal to 10. That is 3 hours machine time. We took x as constraint, x as unit of radios and y as unit of TV. So 3 hours machine time of radio 3x plus 1 hour assembly time of radio y 3x plus y less than or equal to, and total time is given as 10 hours machine time less than or equal to 10. Assembly time is constraint is x plus y less than or equal to 4. Similarly, we get x plus y less than or equal to 4 hours. Cash balance of firm is 12,000 rupees. So financial constraint is 1000x plus 4000 y less than or equal to 12,000. We get 1000 plus 4000 from here. That is cost of radio. Cost of radio is 1000 and cost of TV is 4000. So we get the financial constraint as 1000x plus 4000 y is less than or equal to 12,000. So we divide all these equation by 1000. We get x plus 4y less than or equal to 12. And the next constraint, and we and x and y must be greater than or equal to 0. So here these are the constraints, and our objective function is to maximize profit. That is, we have to maximize profit within this 12,000 rupees financial constraint. That is, we have to maximize the equation s plus 4y less than or equal to 12. Now in this graphical method, we have to plot these linear equations in an xy plot. So first we draw this xy graph, then we plot each linear equation 3s plus y equal to 10. Here we draw like this: 3s plus y equal to 10, s plus y equal to 4, s plus 4y equal to 12. So we get a region which is satisfied by all these constraints. So any point in this region maximizes profit, and the region is selected as s plus y less than or equal to 4, means the area below this s plus y line equal to 4, and s plus 4y equal to 12, area below s plus 4y equal to 12. So satisfies this equation. 3x plus y equal to 10, the area below 3x plus y satisfies this equation, and as a whole only this area, that is the pentagon A, B, C, D, E represents the area which satisfies all equations or constraints. So we have to choose points, that is point E, D, C, B, A all satisfies this maximizing profit constraint. So every point on pentagon ABCD satisfies a constraint. We have to take a point that maximizes the profit. Isoprofit line is any point taken on the line that gives equal profit. Here we have to find isoprofit line. Now we can check how we can find this isoprofit line. For that we have to find the slope of isoprofit line, and we can draw isoprofit line on this graph. So how to find slope? Here we know 2 radios is equivalent to 1 TV. Because 1 radio cost price is 1000, so 2 into 1000 is 2000, and 1 TV cost price is 2000. 1 into 2000 is 2000. That is 2 radio production is equal to 1 TV production. That is radios represented by X and TV represented by Y. So 2 is equal to Y and S equal to Y by 2. We know slope equation is Y by X, that is equal to minus 1 by 2. So here the isoprofit line having slope y equal to minus 1 by 2 is an isoprofit line, and we move isoprofit line upward and it will pass through the point D where we get maximum profit. So we draw a point 1 by 2, point with the slope 1 by 2 here, a line with you think like we draw a line here. So this pen is a line. So this line has a slope of 1 by 2. So we move this line from bottom to upward till it reaches the point D. So that point maximizes the profit. So, and any point on this isoprofit line maximizes the profit with the equation of financial constraint S plus 4y less than or equal to 12. So the point D where we get maximum profit, that is optimal solution will be a vertex of the polygon. That is here the polygon's vertex D gives the optimal solution, and the drawback of this graphical method is if number of constraint equations increases, number of possible points increases. So that is only drawback. Here only this much constraints. In some problems there will be a large number of constraints, so we have to go for simplex method. Now we can move to simplex method. Here again we take another example to know how this simplex method is working. So a company manufactures cricket bats and chess bats. One cricket bat has profit of 2 rupees and chess set profit of 4 rupees. So this table is also given, that is availability per day cricket bat, chess set, workshop in workshop 1, workshop 2 and workshop 3. 3 workshops are there. First one is 120, availability per day is 120, second one is 72 and 10, third one is 10, and cricket bat production is 4 in first, 2 in second and 0 in third. Chess set is 6 in 1, 6 in 2 and 1 in third. If company wants to maximize profit, how many bats and chess sets to be produced per day? So this is the problem. Here cricket bat is represented as B and chess set is represented as C. So objective function is maximize 2B plus 4C. B is number of cricket bat and C is number of chess set. Constraints are 4B plus C is less than or equal to 120. 2B plus C is less than or equal to 72, C less than or equal to 10, and B greater than or equal to 0, C greater than or equal to 0. And we have to convert this to standard LP format. Here we have to substitute less than or equal to with a slack variable and put equal to here. So we write this as 4b plus 6c plus m is a slack variable as equal to 120. 2b plus 6c plus n is a slack variable that is equal to 72. Then c plus p, the slack variable, equal to 10, and b greater than or equal to 0, c greater than or equal to 0, and the slack variables m and p should be greater than or equal to 0. Now we have to maximize the objective function set equal to 2b plus 4c, and here all the slack variables will be 0, that is 0m plus 0n plus 0p. These slack variables represent something that has contribution in manufacturing. So we have to write this equation as set minus 2b minus 4c minus 0m minus 0n minus 0p equal to 0. And m and p are slack variables. Since slack variables represent unused resources, their contribution in objective function is 0. That is, for manufacturing cricket bat and chess sets, these slack variables represent unused resources available. Now we have to make the table, and this is table 1. Here we have to write the basic variables. Here we write the equation set m, basic variables, first set, then slack variables m, n and p. Here we write set, then b, then c, then m, n and p, and the last row column is solution. So here we write set, and the coefficient of set is 1 minus 2b plus minus 4c plus 0m plus 0n plus 0p, and the equation solution is 0. Next, for m we have to write the first constraint, 4b plus 6c plus 1m equal to 120. That is 0 set 4b plus 6c plus 1m plus 0n plus 0p equal to 120. For n we have to write 2b plus 6c plus n equal to 72. 2b plus 6c plus n equal to 72. And for p we have to write c plus p equal to 10. c is 1 plus p is 1p equal to 10. And here the most negative coefficient in the Z row, that is we have to find the Z row, and we have to find the most negative coefficient, that is minus 4, and this came for the variable c. So c is called as entering variable. Now we have to decide which basic variable is to be replaced by entering variable c to maximize profit. Friends, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and watch, and also share with your friends. Now this is very simple. Only the first time we will get some confusion. After going through all this video, you can do this very fast. So first, continue watching. So we have to decide which basic variable, that is which basic variable is to be replaced by this entering variable c to maximize profit. So our basic variables are set, m and p. So we have to find the ratio between solution column and C column. Here we found that most negative value in the Z row is minus 4, and the minus 4 is the entering variable, and using minus 4, and we have to find this C column and the solution column, we have to find the pivot entry. So first we write C column here, solution column here, and we have to take the ratio of the rest of the values, that is 120 by 6 equal to 20, 72 by 6 equal to 12, 10 by 1 is 10. So the most positive and the lowest, smallest positive value in ratio column, which is 10, is the departing variable. So here the departing variable is P. Slack variable corresponding to this is P. So the slack variable corresponding to 10 is P. Here we look, if we look at the solution column, we can see the 10 comes in the row of slack variable P. And the intersection of P row and C column gives the pivot entry. Here pivot entry is 1 in C column. So we replace P column by C. So we have to replace this variable P by C. So P is departing variable whereas C is the entering variable. In the next table we can see C as the entering variable. Pivot entry is intersection of C column and Z row equal to 1. Now we have to find table 2 from table 1 using this pivot entry. For that we have to make all these values 0 and only pivot entry as 1, and we have to have values for the column P, because P is now the important usable resource whereas C is unimportant resource. So we can do this by equations. R1 gives R1 plus 4 R4, R2 gives R2 minus 6 R4, R3 gives R3 minus 6 R4, and R4 gives R4 minus 1, R4 by 1, where R1, R2, R3, R4 represents row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, etc. So here row 1 gives row 1 plus 4 row 4. That means minus 4 plus 4 into 1 gives minus 4 plus 4 equal to 0. Similarly, row 2 equal to row 2 minus 6 row 4. That is 6 minus 6 into 1 gives 0. Similarly, row 3 equal to row 3 minus 6 row 4. 6 minus 6 into 1 equal to 0. And row 4 is row 4 divided by 1 means 1 itself. So all these values in this column changes as like this 0, 0, 0, 1. Similarly, all other columns we have to find similarly. For example, in the P row, 0 minus 0 plus 4 into 1 gives 4. 0 minus 6 into 1 gives minus 6. Next, 0 minus 6 into 1 gives minus 6. And 1 by 1 gives 1. Similarly, we have to find all values here. This is very simple. So we get the next table as Z, M, N, and we have to replace P by C here. So 1 minus 2, 0, 0, 0, 4, 40, 0, 4, 0, 1, 0, minus 6, 60, 0, 2, 0, 0, 1, minus 6, 12, and 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 10. Now we have to find next table. So again we have to use these row equations. Next equation is R1 gives R1 plus R3, R2 gives R2 minus 2R3, R3 gives R3 by R2, R4 gives R4 by 1. Here we have to find the least, here the most negative value here in the Z row is minus 1, minus 2. We have to do this again and again until the most negative value, there is no negative values in the Z row. So here we have to do again. So here the most negative value is minus 2. That comes in B column. So we have to find the most lower positive value in B column, and using B column and solution column. So we have to write minus 2, 4, 2, 0, and solution column 40, 60, 12, 10. So we have to divide 60 by 4, 12 by 2, 10 by 0. So we get the most lowest negative entry as it is 12 by 2 as is. So pivot entry is 2. So we have to replace this 2 as 1 and all others as 0, and replace N by B. For that we have to use these equations. R1 gives R1 plus R3, minus 2 plus 2 is 0. Row 1 gives row 1 plus row 3, minus 2 plus 2 is 0. 4 minus 2 row 3 gives 0. 2 by 1 gives 2 by 2 gives 1. And R4 is R4 by 1. Similarly, we have to do for all the columns and we get the next table. Here row 1 set is for the set we get the values as 1 0 0 0 1 minus 2 52. For the row 2, that is slack variable m, 0 0 0 1 minus 2 6 36, 0 1 0 0 0.5 minus 3 6, and 0 0 1 0 0 1 10. Next we have to check the set column again. Here we can see there is another negative variable in negative value in the set column, so we have to do this process again. For that we have to take this P column and solution column and replace this M by P. For that we have to interchange the rows. For finding pivot entry, we have to divide the solution column 36 by the P column. 36 by 6 is my minus 3, 10 by 1, and the smallest here smallest is 6, so replace 6 by 1 and make all our others of column P as 0. For that we have to do R2 gives R2 by 6, R1 gives R1 plus R2 by 3, R3 gives R2 by 2, R4 gives R4 by minus R2. Using these equations we get the last table as set P. If we replace M by P, B and C, so our basic variables now is set P, B and C. We get the values as 1 0 0 1 by 3 1 by 3 0 64. Here we can see that there is no negative values, so we have to stop here because we found the optimal solution. That is, for maximizing profit we got the solution like this. Here in table 4, Z is all positive, so we get the optimal solution to maximize profit. Here P equal to 6 means raw material P is not fully used up. So, and N, M equal to 0 means they are fully used up. Only raw material P is left behind. That is workshop 1 and 2 not used full raw materials. So the value of B equal to 24 and C equal to 4, that is 24 cricket bats and 4 chess sets is maximizes the profit. That is 24 into 2. One cricket bat has a profit of 2 and one chess set has a profit of 4. That is 48 plus 16 gives 64 rupees, and this is the maximum profit in these constraints. So we got here the solution 64. Here we can see here the value of P is 6, that is 6 is left behind, 64 is the maximum profit, 6 is the number of 24 is the number of units used up for B, and 4 is the number of units produced for C. So 24B plus 4C gives 64. That's what we saw here. 24 into 2 plus 4 into 4 plus it gives 64 rupees is the maximum profit. So this is very simple. So friends, please watch this video very carefully, and this is very simple topic. You can write this equation so fast that you can find the answer in below 5 minutes. So friends, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, please share with your friends, and please like and also comment about my video. So thank you friends.